Hello guys, welcome back to the video. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining to watch the video. So tonight is the night Nigerian Super Falcons hosting Spain in the Olympic Games second leg. And this is obviously a must-win match for us because of course you know that we lost against Brazil. So we are definitely going to need to get at least the point from this game to keep our hopes alive. So this video I wanted to give you guys the latest updates regarding this team and of course the expected formation for Super Falcons and just a little talks regarding the Spain side who obviously seem very big and they seem like they can't be beaten, but the good news is we can actually beat this Spain side because number one is they are really inexperienced in the Olympics. The game against Japan, which is their first group game, was obviously their first ever game in the Olympics. And if you saw that game, you would see that it took them time to actually get up to speed with playing in the Olympics, which was why they had to come from behind. Japan was actually leading them 1-0, but then they later found their mojo and then came back strong into the game and beat Japan 2-1. But they are still relatively inexperienced, unlike Nigeria that we've had to qualify into the Olympics prior to this current one. But the last time that we played in the Olympics was 16 years ago, so it was a long time ago, but still, it's still an edge. We have more experience playing in the Olympics than the Spain side. So if anything, this might actually work in favor of the Super Falcons. But let me give you guys head-to-head between these two teams. The truth is we've not actually met before, or played against each other. But, the last 5 games that Spain has played, they've actually won 4 and lost 1 of it. The last 5 games that Nigerian Super Falcons had played, they won 2 of it, drawn 2, and then lost 1. So if you check the statistics, you see that the Spain side are in form at the minutes compared with the Nigerian Super Falcons. But this game, we know that it's going to be on another level. It's not about the past; it's about the present and how well either team has prepared for this game. But quickly, let me give you the expected lineup for the Nigerian Super Falcons as they head into this game tonight. And from this lineup, we might obviously be seeing the likes of Jennifer Echegini dropping to the bench to be replaced by Asisa Toshoala, who, the speculation right now is that we might be seeing her start the game because the team is obviously struggling to get goals, and this lady is a goal machine. Even though she's old, she can give you goals anytime, any day. And judging with what Echegini played, judging with her performances last match, she was less than impressive. She wasn't anything close to what we've seen so far with her play, back in Juventus. Although now she has transferred to PSG, but Jennifer Echegini was nowhere to be found in the last game, so she might be dropping to the bench. But quickly straight to the lineup, I think Coach Randy Wardrum is still going to stick with the formation that he used for the last game, which is the 4-2-3-1 formation. And Chamaka Nadozie, I think she's still going to retain her position as the goalkeeper. And then for the back line, we're going to have a 4-back line of Michel Alozie, Oluwatosin Demehin, Osinachi Ohale, Chidima Okeke, which is unchanged from the last game against Brazil. And then midfielder Deborah Abiodun, obviously one of the best performers from the Brazil game, so I see her retaining her spot. And then Christy Uchebe. And then the attacking area, tipping the Nigerian Super Falcons to line up with a 3 attacking line with Rashidat Ajibade, Asisa Toshoala, and Esther Okoronko. So this is the predicted lineup or possible lineup for Nigerian Super Falcons ahead of that game against Spain. 6 p.m. this evening. That is what I think we might see. But of course, Randy Wardrum still has the right to choose whatever he wants to play anybody that he feels can get the job done. But we might be seeing something similar to this. Don't forget to let me know what you think about this lineup and the formation. And obviously, you can drop yours in the comment section. But that is what it is at the moment. So as soon as the lineup drops later in the day, I'm definitely going to let you guys know with a post about the formation that Randy Wardrum has decided to select. But moving on to the next years, let me let you know that Cyril Dresser actually played in the preseason with his Rangers football club, and he was impressive yesterday as Rangers were held to a 4-4 draw by Union Berlin. It was a really tight game, very, very feisty match. But again, I was so happy to see Dresser get on the score sheet, not only once, but twice. which is obviously very fantastic. We know how much criticism this young man has received. Just as has faced some really big criticisms by Rangers football fans and even the management, that he doesn't score enough goals to win them games, win them the championship and all whatnot. Again, last season he scored double-digit goals, he scored up to 20-something goals, in all competition. But again, he still faced that criticism, and at some point they were even talking about selling him to Poke of Greece because of the fact that they are less than impressed by his goal-scoring abilities. But the man looks to have rejuvenated himself, and he seems to have found his mojo. We hope this is something that's going to keep on going for the season as it starts. And I, obviously look forward to Dressers having a really successful season with Rangers, and of course coming to represent Nigerian Super Eagles. Speaking about the preseason, we have another of our attacker in the person of Samu Chukwueze, impressing yesterday in their preseason game against Man City. Milan actually played against Man City. They won that game 3-2, and Chukwueze was by far the star man for that match on the night, because he provided 2 assists for that game. Samu Chukwueze provided 2 assists in the 30th minute and the 34th minute to help Milan secure a victory in the first half after Erling Haaland put Man City front in the 19th minute. But it was a really tight game. Of course, Man City later equalized in the 55th minute, but Milan got a late goal in the 78th minute to wrap it up at 3-2. Chukwueze obviously impressed very much. He played from the start of the game up until 64th minute before he was substituted, for Jimenez to come in. But again, this is obviously something that we love to see our Nigerian Super Eagles stars shining for their different club sides, especially as the season is about to start. And obviously with the performances of our players in the preseason, this shows that this season that's coming is going to be a season that they will be getting more playing times, because if you impress in the preseason, there's a huge chance that the coach will trust you with more game time, more game minutes, so that you help the team. So Chukwueze obviously received a lot of criticisms last season for Milan side. He was scapegoated a lot of times when Milan were losing or when they had to draw a game. But right now, under a new coach, it seems like he has, found he has been reborn, and he's looking very sharp. It's going to be interesting to see what the season holds for this young man, but I definitely want the best for him. I wish him all the best. Of course, he's been working really hard. Hasn't got much of a rest, even since the preseason. He came home to Nigeria to play a series of charity games, do some charitable works for the needy. And I think he is possibly the only Nigerian Super Eagles players that I didn't see post pictures of him on vacation. So the young man obviously is not taking any rest. He is intending to actually make this new season work for his good. But we wish him all the best, and hopefully he gets a very good season. But moving on to the last gist for this video, let me let you know that Chelsea seems to have rejuvenated their interest in signing Nigerian Super Eagles eligible striker Samu Omarodion. You know that, of course, from previous videos on this channel, that Chelsea have been long-time admirers of this guy. They've actually had to, try and sign him for a couple of times with different bids, but in all the times that they tried to sign him, Atletico Madrid rejected the deal, rejected any negotiation whatsoever. But right now, Chelsea are planning to make the money worth their while by tabling around 70 million euros. And the report is that if Chelsea tables these 70 million euros, Atletico Madrid might be willing to actually listen to Chelsea, for the possibility of selling this young man. But we'll see how it unfolds in the next coming days / weeks. And of course, I'll let you guys know whatever happens with this deal. And thank you for watching. That's the video for this moment. Don't forget to follow if you're watching on Facebook, and then subscribe if it's on YouTube that you're catching this on, and stay tuned for more updates.